Everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and I'm here with my brother as we take storm with Merfolk in Modern. Merfolk Master here showing you the ways of playing and mastering this deck in the most popular format of Magic. If you like the sound of that, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. And you know what? If you love blue decks like Merfolk, well, you might enjoy Delver Grow, a combination of new Delver decks and old Miracle Grow. Go check out Ben's Rants of Valakut Pt.3 recap on themanabase.com, your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And we've got this week's giveaway is Lord of Atlantis cooking a shish kebab. Details for winning this giveaway are in the description below. We are on the draw. We actually can't cast anything. One advantage, though, is that we have Peak, so the odds of us drawing an island are a lot better. And if we don't draw an island, we can at least play Mistcaller. We're up against Witch Kling. I can't remember what type of deck this is. Another problem with the Mutavault is that it guarantees that we can't play two things. We can't play two things a turn. Like, if we play Mass of the Pearl Trident, then this Mutavault is, like, dead. And we can't play Mistcaller. Although we could play... Oh, maybe we could play Mistcaller and Phantasmal Image into Mistcaller. That's possible. Okay, I'm going to keep it. I'm not super thrilled, but I'll keep. We can, at the very least, play Phantasmal Image and copy our opponent's spells. So that's possible. So we do have plays, even if we don't find our second blue source. So it looks like we're up against Hollow One again. It's a really weird choice by a lot of players, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm going to want to peek, because I really need the second blue source to get to the Merfolk Trickster. I'll peek at end of turn after they've Faithless Looting, Burning Inquiried. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to leave the peek in my hand, because if I do that, it increases the chances of potentially getting a land. And if I don't get a land and I still have peek in my hand, then I can still cycle it to get another land. Oh, that was... Well, in some ways that was good because there was no land in the top three cards of our library. It looks like we dumped almost everything that was in our hand. Spreading Seas would have been fine, I think. Bloodghast in the graveyard. It's not pleasant to see. No Hollow Ones in the graveyard. Okay, looks like Flameblade Adept gonna go into the red zone. So maybe our opponent is on a one lander, which means that Spreading Seas would have been really good. Oh, they do have Hollow One. Okay.
Oh, this again.
Yeah, we're up against Hollow One again. They have a really good start too.
Copy that
we do have Master Wave. Okay, if we can go running lands, we can go Master of Waves into Phantasmal Image. Bolt, Goblin Lore, Collective Brutality. That's really bad news because that is now going to deal with like all of our cards.
Phantasmal is the Hollow One.
So it looks like I'm going to play Merfolk Trickster on, like... They have Bolt. And Goblin Lore. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to play Merfolk Trickster on Flame... Well, I'm going to see what they do. If they go main phase Flameblade Adept... main phase Goblin Lore, then maybe we'll try to ambush the Flameblade Adept in combat. And Goblin Lore also draws random cards. If they don't go to the beginning of combat, then I'm going to tap down the Hollow One.
Is that Andy?
Yes. Day2 Dragon is sending me a message.
Not now, Andy.
Yeah, not now, Andy. I'm making a video. Screw off.
That's not nice. See you later, Andy.
Oops. Get back to my Goblin Lord. Oh, they drew a land. So, well, at least they're going to draw a bunch of cards at random. So, okay, this thing can resolve. Hopefully the Collective Brutality goes to the graveyard. It does go to the graveyard, so that's some good news. So Goblin Lord down. Too bad the Lightning Bolt couldn't hit the graveyard. So that means I have to use this Merfolk Trickster pre-combat.
Or you could throw 2 missed calls in front of something.
It's their turn. Street Wraith. Alright, so I'm definitely tapping the Flameblade Adept down with the Merfolk Trickster. But okay, with Collective Brutality in the graveyard, we have a chance. It's not a good chance, but we have a chance. Or is Bolt? Oh no, Bolt is in the graveyard, so they don't have this. So maybe I should just let them attack. Or am I wrong? I can't tell what's... Oh no, well anyway, they've tapped out, so I am going to try to trade the Merfolk Trickster with the Flameblade Adept.
All that work to pump them up.
Well, they're in really good shape anyway. Still hitting me for like 8.
Still. Don't compliment the enemy.
8 is a lot of damage. Aether Vial not
bad.
Not good. Our chances of winning this are like slim to none at the moment.
Copy something. Copy the hauled one.
Sure.
Jump block to stabilize.
That is definitely something we're going to do.
You want to attack, you're going to lose that hollow one.
Like, the biggest problem is just the Flamewake Phoenix. We can't block this. This is a 4-turn clock by itself. 4-turn clock by itself.
Ah.
Well, I mean, sort of expected. I don't understand why people are playing Hollow One when, like, Dredge is the big deck on the block. Everyone's bringing hate cards for Dredge. Like, this is not... it's not exact... It's still weak to graveyard hate. Like, it's still weak to graveyard hate. But maybe they have their reasons. Maybe they have a better sideboard plan that I don't know about. Maybe they think they're advantaged against Dredge. But, like, Burning Inquiry is not good against Dredge decks. Gonna help them put cards in the graveyard. There's a Gurmag Angler.
It's okay. We still stabilize.
No. Odds of stabilizing have gone way down. Well, we did curve out into our Master of Waves, but this is ultimately useless. Okay, I'm gonna concede. Well, what do you want me to do? Okay, I'll play Mistcaller. They know about this card already. I'll play an Aether Vial. I'll pass, just bluffing Merfolk Trickster. I don't think it's gonna change anything. Okay, concede, yeah. The onus is on me to actually do something. Okay, so what did we do before? Spell Pierce, good. Some Surgical's good. I think Venser is good too. Spreading Seas, not very good. Some Miscallers, not amazing. Peak, Pierce. Another thing against Spreading Seas is that they play with engineered explosives, so not exactly the most pleasant thing to see. I think that's how we're going to do it. I think Peak is not very good game 1 against Hollow One, but I think it's a lot better games 2 and 3 because they're going to be taking out things like Burning Inquiry and playing cards, just more removal. They're just going to bring in the removal package, and we want to know what removal they're playing with. We need to know that removal. I would love to go first. This hand's not good. Yeah, one land is... Well... We can Spell Pierce the first thing they do, but if they play, say, Flameblade Adept, that's not good, so we're gonna mulligan. Ooh, this is really bad.
Cat. Never mulligan.
Like, this hand still needs double blue just to get this thing going. I'm gonna mulligan again. This hand's terrible. We're gonna keep it, because we can't go any further. We can't go any lower. And, like, this combination of cards is also pretty bad. Ether Vial with 3 lands. Like, it's not an Ether Vial hand, is what I'm trying to say.
Just pass.
Burning Inquiry. No. I think most Hollow One players side that out.
It's a race.
I wonder if I can slow them down. Nah, I'll just play this. They play Goblin Lore for a big Flameblade Adept, I guess. There's just not much. I can't do anything about it anyway. I just sort of want to bluff to make them play, I don't know, a creature instead of playing a cantrip. But I don't think that's going to do anything. I don't think that's going to work. So it's 5 cards versus 8 cards. And they get to cycle and stuff. Discarded Gurmag Angler. That means a Gurmag Angler is on its way. Pretty sure the Flamewake Phoenix is going to hit the board anyway instead, though. Well, the good news is they put themselves down to 11, so it feels like somewhat reasonable to race them.
And then erase them.
Cannot do anything about this. Okay, so let's see what's in their hand. What can we... If we draw another Lord, that could help. Flameblade Adept, Engineered Explosives. Oh, that's bad. And they have a Gurmag Angler, as I prophesized.
You can always copy that Gurmag.
I think I have to pass. There is... Oh, I know, I had to get this Maridri in play this turn. Okay, there is a route to winning, though. There is a route, because they don't have any spot removal. They have no looting effects. Flameblade is not going to do anything. Put a Gurmag Anger in play, but we could tap it down with the Maridri. I'm hoping that they do not have
Spot removal.
Oh, I could copy this Hollow One.
Yeah, and then just boom, gone.
Block the Flameblade Adept. No, I think the Lord is worth more damage in the long run because of the Maridri. So we'll take 6. Because Hollow One is... Well, Hollow One's 5 mana, so that gets around Engineered Explosives. Oh, it looks like they're going to go that route with the Engineered Explosives. Oh, no, they're not. Flameblade Adepts, okay. So they drew a Flameblade Adept. Okay, I'm going to take this thing up to 3 now.
This is getting better.
This is getting interesting, is what is happening. And I can take another 6 in the air. Ugh. Okay, but here's the weird thing. I have to block one of these. So I have to try to block both of them.
Oh.
Or I could just block one hollow one. That would work too. And my creatures will be 5 power anyway. Okay, so I have to play the Mirror Regery first. Play this thing second. Copy Mirror Regery. Attack with both of them, I guess. What if you draw 1 pump spell? Maybe I just attack with 1. If I draw 1 Merfolk, I very likely win, because I just tap down the flame. I can tap down 2 creatures. Engineered Explosives will not kill me. Okay, well, okay, no. Engineered Explosives will win the game. So if they draw a land, I'm dead. They have a Faithless. Okay, they have Faithless Looting in the graveyard, so at the very least, that these Flameblade Adepts can attack for 3 power. Which means a 6/8. Means I have to double block. So that means I need to spend 1 creature blocking Hollow One, and I need to spend another creature blocking Flameblade Adept. I'm sorry, I need 2 creatures blocking a Flameblade Adept. I can only take 5 damage. So for that reason, I can only attack with 1. I'm going to attack with the Phantasmal Image creature. If they draw a land, we're dead. If they draw a creature, we're alive. If they Faithless Looting into land, Fatal Push, or Bolt, we're dead. A lot of ways to lose this. You know, but for a mulligan to 5,
Pretty good.
this and our hand was just like, and was three islands and a vial. This is really good. This is really, really good. This is as good as I could have hoped. Plus, they had good draws both games.
Come on, Buster.
This early Hollow One nonsense with Flameblade Adepts. Makes me wonder if Tidebinder Mage if it's time for Tidebinder Mage to come back, you know?
A lot of red hate out there.
Let's see. There's a lot of ways we can lose. Do they draw it? No? Okay, they play Faithless Looting. So they're going to look for probably a land burn spell or a land removal spell. And if they don't find it, we're in position to win this game. They discard 2 lands, so I still know the contents of their hand. They don't have any good attacks. And they have to attack with Flamewake Phoenix every turn. So here's the good news. We're going to attack with everything next turn. They have to block everything.
It'd be so sweet if you got a master.
So now we are in the driver's seat. Like, big time. We're big time in the driver's seat.
Put it to 4.
I do. I have to, because I can cast everything else except a top deck Master of Waves.
Come on.
It's okay. We are in the driver's seat here, big time. We attack with everything. They have to chump block everything.
That's gonna die.
Yeah. So we lose to Bolt. There's still a lot of things we lose to. They can't play fetch lands or shock lands anymore, but we lose to top deck Bolt. I'm not afraid of Engineered Explosives now because we've got the Mirror. Oops, I forgot to play the other Aether Vial. That's okay. So land is now dead. Because they can crack it for 2. Oh, that's dangerous. That could be dangerous.
For him or you?
Me.
You're not coming back from this.
Bolt is bad. Also, like, what's it called? Okay, Bloodghast is not lethal. That's important to note. Bloodghast is not lethal. Are we going to see a game 3 here? Oh, they concede. All right. So we get a game 3. We get a game 3. That was a nice. That was the magic of Merfolk, I feel. You know, even if we lose this match, this shows how magical Merfolk is as a deck. They had a great start. We had to mulligan to 5. We had a crap hand to start with, and we came back from the brink of disaster. That was beautiful. Is there anything I want to change on the draw? See, Peak helped that game because I knew exactly what they had in their hand. I'm just gonna run this back. Looks good. Fencer's a bit clunky, but Spell Pierce hopefully is gonna be good here. So we can curve out into Master of Waves. Hopefully that's a thing.
With Phantasmal Image backup.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate power combo right there.
Okay, so they keep Burning Inquiry.
A 2-mana Master Waves.
We draw. Well, we lost the Master of Waves and the Spell Pierce. They have Gurmag Angler, Fatal Push. That's
Can you use
interesting.
that Surgical Extraction?
Yes, technically, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna wait. Ooh, we have 2 of them. It's a lot more than I wanted to have, but whatever.
What would you use to exile?
I'm trying to look for a Bloodghast or a Flamewake Phoenix. Maybe even the Gurmag Angler. Well, we have 2 of them, so...
He's about to dump.
Yeah, pump and dump. Okay, hold on. You draw 2 cards, discard 2, so you can actually cast a Gurmag Angler. I'm gonna wait.
Choose target card.
Yeah, so Surgical Extraction is the Phyrexian mana. Choose target card in a graveyard other than a basic land card. And then we get to search their graveyard, hand, and library for any number of copies of those cards.
So long as you see it in the
So
graveyard.
let's take care of the Flamewake Phoenix right now. Because I know that's going to be a card I want to spend. And then if they have a Gurmag Angler in hand, I'm going to hit the other Gurmag Angler that's in the graveyard. Because I get to see their hand with Surgical Extraction. It's like a pseudo peek. Ooh, they have Fatal Push. I get both of those. That's going to be great.
Sick.
Oh, and this one. So they get to play Flame Bladed up, but for 1 mana, I get to strip both of their Fatal Pushes from their hand. And then my Phantasmal Image and Master of the Pearl Trident. Do you know these Phantasmal Image will probably just copy the hollow one, if it comes out. Oh, they're going to pay a mana to cast. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. This is not how I meant to use the card. It's how I'm going to use it. Oh, only 3? Okay. So that was beautiful. That's something Relic of Progenitus cannot do. So they have no cards in hand. Faithless Looting is going to be garbage. Oh, I should have copied the hollow one. I should have just straight up copied that hollow one.
Is Surgical Extraction the new It card?
Maybe.
Costs less than Dismember.
Yeah, I should have copied this hollow one.
Well, you got 2 more chances.
Well, the other option is now go to their face. Because I can now...
5/5s.
I can make very big creatures here.
4/4s.
Okay, so... Play Phantasm... Well, Because if I just turn them into Master of the Pearl Tridents, that's also good. Yeah, I might as well. This is pretty risk-free.
Yeah, especially since you just scraped his hand.
You know, I've made one tiny error. I should have put the Oboro on the board just in case my opponent plays Burning Inquiry, then I could return it to my hand to draw more cards. We do have lethal on the board, so our opponent is on blocking duty. Do we know any of the cards in their hand? I guess we don't.
You should have. Well, when surgical extraction did its thing, shouldn't that let you know?
Ooh, that's creepy. Attacking for 4. Okay, I'm not going to block. A bit concerned about that. Anything in the graveyard deadly? Another Flameblade Adept. Okay.
Lord.
Oh, well, I think we're still in good shape. Oh, that's great. Does that just win the game? Well, Nikachu feels real happy right now. Attack with everything. They have to double chump block. Sorry, no, chump block this big thing. So they chump block. They have to chump block no matter what. So I think
Just tap something down.
But then they have to chump block anyway, and they just go to 1, so it actually doesn't do anything. I'd rather tap something down at their combat step. So it looks like we're going to win this game. It looks like we're going to win this game. I have no idea how they come back from this.
3, 2.
It would have been better if I just attacked really quickly, because then it would just represent, yeah, I've got the Lord.
Slow on that. He's shuffling the deck.
Our opponent's debating to block with 1 or chump block with 2. But if you chump block with 2, you have like no chance of winning the game. Let's be serious here. There's no chance. 0.
He's empty-handed.
Yeah, empty-handed as well. Surgical Extraction! That was sick! Take all the Fatal Pushes from your hand.
And Library and Graveyard.
And Library and Graveyard, yeah. Get rid of them all.
They're going to be crying to ban that card soon, I'll tell you.
They might. Like, I've been telling people to like ban Surgical Extraction for a long, or not any Phyrexian mana spells. Cycling Hollow One. I guess their only chance of winning is drawn to like. No, I don't know what they can do.
Done.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. Hollow One is just a Halloween mask. You take that mask off, there's nothing there. It's just some kid behind a computer screen.
Yeah.
That should be the lesson. Behind like behind the mask of Hollow One is a kid at a computer screen. So that's the lesson for today. Or it's not behind, it's like underneath. Whatever.
The Man Behind the Mask. Starring Jeremy Irons.
Underneath the Hollow One mask is just a kid in front of a computer screen. Don't be scared of Hollow One, people. Don't be scared. It's all good. I mean, I thought we would be more disadvantaged, but holy crap, Surgical Extract, that was amazing! We snapped 2 Fatal Pushes from their hand. This is not how I expected to use Surgical Extraction, but certainly it did its job. And, you know, they could have still had a pretty good game with those Flamewake Phoenixes that we exiled. Like, we exiled those Flamewake Phoenixes. And if that was out earlier in the game after that hollow one, they could have put more pressure on us and potentially could have won the game alternately. Like if we're at 4 life, or if we're at even 6 life, they could faithless looting, looking for like a bolt to potentially win the game. But yeah, oh, do you know what's something I did not do? I should have looked at their library. Well, that was a noob mistake. I never have access to my opponent's library. But when you like surgical extract them, like maybe take a screenshot of their deck, know exactly what's inside, exactly how they sideboarded. That would be useful information. So anyway, yeah, a great victory against Hollow One. Great comeback from the brink of disaster in Game 2. So if you want to be eligible for the Lord of Atlantis Cooking Shish Kebab giveaway, details for that are in the description below. We're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. And we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. This has been Nikachu with his brother, making Merfolk great again in Modern.